Hi you guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm doing a special video. So I'm doing it about this incident that happened last Wednesday, March 17th in the morning, regarding an elderly Asian woman in San Francisco who was attacked and ended up fighting back her attacker. You guys probably saw the headlines saying something like elderly Asian woman fights off attacker in San Francisco. That's the incident I'm talking about. There have actually been a lot of anti-Asian incidents happening this past year, and even before the start of COVID-19, there were always these types of incidents happening, but nobody ever talked about it. It ended up going under the rug, and because of that, many people have always believed that Asian people don't face discrimination. I'm making this video because I've seen so many anti-Asian hate crimes on the news this past year, and this one in particular that happened in San Francisco really affected me because the woman in the video is speaking Hoisanese, and that is the native language of my grandparents. So when I saw her in the video, it immediately reminded me of my grandparents. And I just thought that that could have been them. That's the reason why I'm making this video today, because when I looked further into this incident, I saw many people incorrectly translating what she had said and also incorrectly claiming that she speaks Cantonese. So in today's video, I'm going to be showing clips of her speaking and then dissecting the language she uses and explaining the differences between that and Cantonese. That way everyone can know the difference. Some people call our language Taishanese, some people call it Toisanese, and others call it Hoisanese. Personally, I call it Hoisanese because I think that this term best pays tribute to the native speakers of the language. So the name of the county from which these speakers come from in China, in their native language, it would be called Hoisan. That's the name of the county they come from. And it's a county within Canton province of China. However, even though they're within Canton province, the language that they speak is not the same as Cantonese. It has a different tone system, it has different grammar, and it has different vocabulary. So I'm going to show clips of Xiao Zhen Xie talking, and I'll translate them for you word for word. So here's what she said, and I'm going to slow it down and say everything clearly. Her first sentence, she said, "Bok bok ko zhao dou ngo men ten, fang ya chui." Bok bok. That means doing something for no reason or out of nowhere, for no particular reason. The next word, ko, that means to do something in a certain way, to do it in this way, or to do it in that way. Zhao dou means to run over towards a certain place. Ngo men ten, that means in front of me. Fang ya chui, fang means to throw or to fling something towards somebody. Ya chui means one punch. So what she's saying is, for no reason at all, in this way, he ran over towards me in front of me and threw a punch. Bok bok ko zhao dou ngo men ten fang ya chui. If she was speaking in Cantonese, instead of saying ko, which does not exist in Cantonese, she would have to say gum yang. That's how Cantonese people would portray that same meaning. And then menten, menten. Cantonese people would say min chin, min chin. And then fang yat chui, fang yat chui. They don't say fang, they would say feng. And instead of yat chui, they would say yat choi. So if she said that in Cantonese, it would be bak bak咁樣走到我面前瞓一錘. But she did not say that. And the other thing is that she's only saying a select number of sentences in these video clips that they showed of her. And it just so happens that the words she uses in these clips, they happen to have some crossover with Cantonese, just because the two languages may have influence on each other, specifically in San Francisco, where you have a majority of Chinese speakers who speak Hoisanese, but then they also speak Cantonese. And so because of that, sometimes their language will borrow words from Cantonese or even be influenced by the Cantonese pronunciation for certain things. Let's go to the next clip. She says, Kui a. Kui means he. A means to hit. Ngo is I. Is just an exclamation at the end of the sentence. Kui a, he hit me. Now, Cantonese speakers, they're saying that what she said is, he bullied me. Why are they saying that? Because in Cantonese, to say he bullied me, it would be koi ha ngo. But she's not saying he bullied me, because if she was, in Hoisanese, the word for bully, it's not ha, it would be ha. You might not be able to hear that difference if you don't speak a Chinese language, but for those who are familiar with tonal languages, there are different pitches a word can be said at. If she had said he's bullying me, it would have came out like this, kui ha ngo. But she didn't, because when she said the second word, her voice goes up in range. Kui a ngo. If you say ah in Hoisanese, that is the distinguishing factor. And in Cantonese, if she was speaking that and she said he hit me, she would have said kui da ngo with the D sound. As you can tell from the video, she never says a D sound. She says kui a ngo. So she's clearly saying he hit me. And this is where there's mistranslation going around, because there are several media outlets that probably only have Cantonese speakers that work for them. And those Cantonese speakers are then trying to translate what she's saying. But because they don't speak our language, they're misinterpreting the words they hear her say. Therefore, what she's saying is being mistranslated